everybody, and welcome to Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with us another week, another podcast. We're here for you, you're here for us, and we appreciate it. And we is me and my not planned, but yet semi-coordinated Dave. We coordinated today. A little pink, a little pink.
A little pink.
Nice.
Yep.
It's we'll say salmon, pink, whatever. Men can wear salmon and pink. And if anybody disputes that, watch the show. Look at us. Come on. We're pulling this off.
Yes. Hello, Don.
Hello,
I went through before the show. I said, which shirt have I not yet worn in my string of,
Right.
whatever. And I was like, oh, it's pink. Whatever. Fuck it. Let's put it on.
Perfect. And then I was going through my closet. I'm like, I wore green or whatever. I was like, pink. I don't know if I've worn pink yet or not. I'm like, I'm going to wear pink. I did the same thought process as you. Miles and miles away with no conversation. And here we go, because we coordinate.
Yes.
Do you remember the movie with Eddie Murphy? Boomerang?
Yes. It's been a while, but yes.
His father at the dinner, his father, you gotta coordinate. You gotta coordinate. Gerard, did you know your father had a mushroom shirt on? You saw the mushroom shirt, but you stopped there. You can't stop there. You gotta go, bam! Look at that. Look at the mushrooms on the inside. Gerard, did you know your father had a mushroom vest on the inside? That was a good movie, Boomerang. I like that movie.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Marcus, darling.
Eddie needs a comeback.
Eddie definitely needs a comeback. I haven't seen anything real good with him.
No.
And it's a lot of his stuff has been kid stuff.
Yeah.
Like, thank you, I'm fat, the Nutty Professor. No, that's not good enough for me, Eddie. I need something better than that, than the Nutty Professor.
The rumor is, and I think I might even mention it on the show, the rumor is Beverly Hills Cop, that he's going to redo that. So
we'll see how that goes.
I hope it's like,
You sound like one of the Snow White dwarfs. I hope.
No, I hope it's good. I hope it's gritty, bloody, violent, whatever, action-packed. That's what I want from.
That would be nice. I'm hoping for the same thing. I'm hoping for something good because I miss a lot of the old Eddie stuff. I miss a lot of the old Eddie comedy and just his one-liners in the movies and stuff like that. I miss the old Eddie.
Yes,
but that has nothing to do with anything with the show.
Nope, off track already. No, go ahead.
Already, right off the gate. We taped with Marcus Maniac McGee. That was exciting for us. We actually got an interview in with the UFC fighter, and we want to say thank you, Marcus. Your podcast is coming out next week. We're doing some editing. We had some technical difficulties. We're doing some editing, and that'll come out next week, and we'll get that all set up. So be on the lookout for that. We're very excited about that. We had a good time with him. We got to talk to him about a lot more than just UFC and fighting and everything else. We hit a lot of topics, and he was great. He was awesome. Yeah. So we had a really good time. So thank you. And then I can't wait for everybody else to see him.
Yeah, very different episode than what we're used to doing. It was like an interview style, which we don't interview each other on here. We just usually shoot the shit and whatever. So I feel we pulled it off. I think it's a good episode. Yeah. And I hope everybody enjoys it because, it's worth a listen. Yeah.
It was fun to do, too. It was different, and we didn't know what it was going to be like going in. And with Marcus being such a great guy, it flowed nicely. So again, thank you, Marcus. We had a great time, and can't wait to talk to you again. And by talking to people again, we can talk to you again, too. We're gonna try and go live. We're going to try and do stuff like that. So we're working on that also. And then during the live shows, we can communicate with you through the chat. So we're working on that also. But we also want to communicate with you with questions. Send your questions, shooting it straight, wdc@gmail.com. Send them to that email. Any questions you have, any topic, nothing is off limits. I'm not going to be rude, I'm not going to be disrespectful, but I am going to be honest and true to what my beliefs are. So you may like it, you may not like it, but too bad. That's the way this whole thing goes. That's it. So you send the emails in, Dave gets them. He doesn't tell me anything about him. And then from there, he asks me while we're recording live here. And that's the way it goes. And then you get my answer, my honest and hopefully as respectable as possible answer. And that's it. And with that being said, Dave, I believe you have some questions today that I don't know anything about. So let the games begin.
Alrighty. So I'm going to lead it off with an individual that wants to remain anonymous.
Okay. Hello, Anonymous.
That seems to be like a regularity. Do people not want to be associated with you or something? Like,
I think that's what the problem was. And I was going to say that. I think a lot of people want to know answers to some ridiculous or weird questions.
Right.
But they're like in the shadows. They're like, do I really want everybody to know?
Yeah.
Nah. I'll just over here. Excuse me. I'll stay over here.
Bless you.
Thank you. I'll stay over here and I'll ask the question and keep me anonymous because I'm interested, but I'm not dead center. Like I don't want to be in the spotlight.
Yep.
Put me in the hot seat. I'm ready to go. Let's go, anonymous.
Just to I'm just feeling because I'm not making these questions up. They are coming in anonymous. If you want your name, I'll put your name out there. But I will respect the anonymous.
And I don't think it's that bad because Dave doesn't have that. Oh crap! Don's going to answer this the wrong way, and I'm going to get in trouble.
No. These are comfy questions. I like.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. How come nobody talks about having children changing your relationship? Being a first-time parent in a fairly new marriage, I never thought me and my husband would be fighting over changing shitty diapers, washing bottles, and a crying baby. I miss fighting about finances and other BS.
Okay.
So I guess it's the changing of a relationship, having a child. That's when planning a child. This is how I'm taking it. You don't take into the fact that how that child can affect your spouse's relationship, you and your spouse's relationship.
And here's the biggest thing I think with that. And I was sitting with my wife yesterday, and I was watching a show, and they were talking about the possibility of somebody in their 40s or whatever that had some 16-year-old kids in the show possibly being pregnant and having a newborn baby again. And they were like, they went through like the clips and everything else, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we should have a baby again. Like that would be great. Oh, the good times. And not that you forget, because you don't forget, but a lot of, especially mothers I've talked with, only tell you about all the good stuff. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was so cute. The baby's so adorable. The baby's this. The baby's that. The baby's this. The baby. I was there and we fed the baby and we did this and we did. And I don't know how humans exist, to be honest, because we're the only animal in the world that takes 18 years to get out of the fucking nest.
Right. Animal Kingdom's like, you're done.
Yeah.
Get out.
Animal Kingdom, in a day, in a minute, the baby's born.
What? You can walk?
Whatever
Get the fuck out.
They're walking, they're figuring it out, they're doing all this shit, they're moving around. Humans are so stupid.
Yeah.
And I know that we evolve and we're the smartest brains and everything, and it takes great. But I don't know how, I can't believe we've made it this long. Thank God we learned how to make weapons. Mm-hmm. But we are so stupid sometimes.
Wait, hold on. Where did the weapons come from for cheese?
Because outside of it, back in the day of cavemen and everything else, like, how did you survive?
Right.
A saber-toothed tiger came after you.
Okay, all right, there we go. All right, because I was like, what? What does that got to do with changing your
I don't understand how we survived, because if we didn't, as smart as we are, we couldn't run. We can't outrun a cheetah. We can't outrun a lion. We can't, and it takes us how long to learn how to do things and everything else. Mm-hmm. In the animal kingdom, after the first week, a baby deer knows to run.
Yeah.
A baby knows how to... Nothing. But women are always talking about how great it is. I love my kids. I loved watching them grow. I didn't love changing diapers. I didn't like the vomit. I didn't like the fact that we had to put them in every position and every... I like self-sufficient. And humans are not that way as babies.
No.
And I understand that. But when women talk about it, they get off on that stuff. They enjoy that stuff. Like, that's what they want. As men, I don't think men want that as much. So when they talk about all this other stuff, I don't think that they're actually going, well, they're gonna fight. You guys are gonna fight. Because the women don't bring negativity to a baby.
Right.
It's all about the positive.
Right. And I think the other aspect would be is that you're focused on the children or the child and you forget about each other. So it changes there because you start, like you grow up on with your kids, but you actually grow apart. So when they move out, or how many times have you heard How many times you've heard people say, "Oh, we got a babysitter," but you go out for dinner or whatever, and you had nothing to talk about.
Yeah, all you do is talk about the kids or whatever. Else. Like, I don't even know what else to talk about because that's been my whole life.
Exactly. So I think that's a part nobody really emphasizes that when you're starting a family.
Yeah. Right. And I try and tell people all the time, listen, your whole life is about to change. Mm-hmm. Like, and not when it's a baby, because yes, the baby with the whole diapers and changing and getting up and everything else, and if your child is sick or anything else, me and my wife had to go through some stuff with our kids at times, and we would take shifts at night, and luckily I wasn't working. I don't know if that's really luckily or not, but luckily I wasn't working, so we were able to take shifts throughout the night and everything. But I mean, you lose sight of everything outside of the baby because you have to raise the baby.
Yeah.
And yes, the fights change. Everything else changes. But the women usually don't talk about that. Mm-hmm. Unless they talk about it when they're hanging out with their girlfriends later on in life that I don't know about.
Right.
And men, when the men are away from the kids, hanging out with the men, like, we'll hit the highlights, and then we're good. Because we want to talk about us and what we miss, or what have you been doing, or what's going on. Like,
right.
We're very much where we need our brains, our actions, or anything else to kind of realign correctly to say, okay, we're still men, we're still doing things, I can still talk to you about, you guys talk about sports, I don't understand, but you guys talk about sports and everything else. Like,
usually men talk about sports.
I know.
Yeah, that's usually
what they
go
talk about. I know, and I don't understand. And now that I'm married and everything else, I can't go around and pick up new women. So,
right. So you've been married how long? You should know everything about 20 years, right? So you should know everything about sports now. You had 20 years.
For the record, for the first time in my life, I started betting on sports. I'm up.
Yeah,
I'm up $200
because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
And I'm literally betting on stuff that I don't even know.
Right.
I'm like, oh, that guy plays for who? He needs to get a hit, an RBI, or a home run, or something, and he needs, at least, if he gets one hit, yeah, I'll pick that guy. I think he might get it. I know nothing, and I'm still just picking, and I'm winning.
Oh my god.
I mean, I have a couple losses here and there, but I'm up.
Right.
Because sports is stupid, and no matter how much you put numbers on it, it doesn't matter. Because anything can happen in any day.
True.
But I go back to the kids. The reason why the men don't talk about it is because we want to talk about everything else outside of the kids, because we need a sense of awareness, where women want to keep talking about the kids and how happy they are, and I think it's a persona that women have to be happy with their kids, because if they're not happy with their kids, or they're not so excited, then they're bad moms, and they can't be bad moms. Where the guys are like, listen, I love my kids, but they're a pain in the ass. And other men are like, oh yeah, I get that.
Right.
You can say that to men, and they understand it, and none of us go, oh, what a bad father. No, but if you say that to women, and women go, oh my God, did you hear what she said? She's such a bad mom.
Why do you think
that's the persona.
Why do you think I have this man cave? Because it gets me away from my child.
I don't necessarily have a man cave. I call my man cave my house. I own my house. Like, I run the house. That's my cave. My cave is the whole house. You want a section of the house? I'll give you a section of the cave. But
well, I own my house too, but this is the only section that I could actually say is
right.
Mine.
Right. Yeah. It's a little bit different.
Yes.
But I think that's why nobody talks about it, because men don't give a shit. Because yes, it changes, but it doesn't change that much for us, because we're still in the same relationship. We're dealing with the kid. We fight with our wives. We get along with our wives. We fight with the kid. We're unhappy with the kid. We're happy with the... When we get together, nobody talks about it. And I think the women don't want to talk about it because they're afraid that they're going to have the stigma of they're a bad mom. Mm-hmm. That's my 2 cents on that. Anonymous, I hope I helped.
Yeah.
Now go tell everybody how annoying your kids are, and don't tell them you're a bad mom.
There you go. All right. Next.
I hope they're not annoying for you.
No. I hope not. Princess. Who's Princess? We'll get anonymous princess.
Anonymous princess? I know princess. If it's the princess I'm thinking. If it's my princess, I know who it is.
Okay. She wants to know, how can adults show respect to children, and should adults show respect to children?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Everybody deserves respect. R.E.S.P.E.C.T. Find out what it means to me. I was getting you snap movie, Dave. Good job. Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me. Yes, I think children do deserve respect because how are they going to learn to have respect without respect? But I think there's a very dangerous line where parents, I'm going to say, I've heard about it a lot in California, where parents are confusing respect with rights. Where I respect what you're saying, I respect what you believe, but I'm the adult, you're the kid, too bad.
Right.
I know better because I've lived this, I've experienced it, and at your age, your brain hasn't developed enough to understand. But in a respectable way, if you can, teach them and learn with them. If you can. Sometimes you just have to be the bad guy and say, I respect your choices, I respect your ideas, I respect what you believe or think or whatever the case may be, but that's not how this works.
Right.
And that's that gray area that I think a lot of parents have a hard time with because they don't want to be the bad guy. They don't want to fight with their children. And, you know, just as an example, Mike, I have children who are gay. Mm-hmm. And I'm okay with that. I could care less. And I respect them. And I love them. I don't understand all the ins and outs of it because I'm not gay. But I respect them. Do I think all their choices are correct? No. Do I try and guide them in the best way I can to benefit their future and not be disrespectful? Yes. But am I still their parent? Yes. And if I see them going down a path that I go, listen, this is going to end the way you think it's going to end here. I understand where you want to go and where your end goal is, but maybe you should go this way because that way's not working. And then at least it's respectable. You're still telling it's okay to get to the end goal. And I respect you, but you need to go a different way. Because at that point, then they learn a couple of things. One, you can have difference of opinions. You can still achieve your goals. And you can still do it even though people don't agree with everything that's going on exactly. There's still a mutual respect for each other, and you don't have to be at each other's throats.
That's kind of what I was saying. It has to be kind of, I mean, as they get older. They're not going to do it at 5 or 6 years old, but as they get older.
Or 12 or 13 sometimes.
Well, you would think around that age.
It depends on the kids.
Right, true. That as they get older, they start respecting you as their parents because of the way you're bringing them up. Right. So it turns into, okay, you know, oh, why is he being so mean to me? Why are they always yelling? Why are they doing this? Why are they being so strict with me? Oh, okay, I see why they're doing that. I respect that because maybe I shouldn't be doing that shit. Right. You know what I mean? So, for me, yeah, a two-way street, I think.
Right.
You know,
and
but
because I said so, I don't like using the because I said so's. Mm-hmm. But as a parent, every once in a while, if your kid's not getting it, it's just because I said. I've explained it to you. Right. I've explained it to you a different way.
Right.
I've tried to make it where you understand and broke it down to the common denominator here. Right. You're just so bent on having it your way.
Your opinion, yeah.
Yeah, your opinion is gold, and that's it, and you're not willing to hear or see anything else. And at that point, well, because I said so.
You get the... Yeah, you say it nice, and I'm like, because I said so.
The demon comes out of Dave. Because!
Yeah, and then I get the... Oh. I get that old shit look, man.
Right. Yep.
Mess with Daddy.
So, but, I mean, I think you should respect your kids. I think there should be a mutual respect going back and forth. But I think it's difficult at times because sometimes they don't understand, and sometimes you don't understand, and you have to be able to accept the fact that you don't have all the answers either.
Right.
Not every parent knows the answers. Like they say, you didn't come with a book, an instruction pamphlet, or anything. Like, no kid has, and no parent knows what to do in every situation. So you do the best you can.
That's where communication is the key because you don't know what they're thinking. They don't know how we're thinking. You need that communication so that you can...
Right, and without that respect, you're never going to get it.
No. Never. Alrighty. Another one from Princess.
Princess.
Get a room.
That's why I'm wearing pink. No.
What? Yeah. God. What do children know more than adults?
Technology. And I've learned that because I'm trying to work this stupid whole system out with social media and get new pages and everything. And I frustrated as hell. Dave, I talked to you about this right before we started recording.
Mm-hmm.
I can't stand technology. I hate technology.
And I think that's with every generation, though. You know what I mean? Like we knew stuff better more than our parents. These kids know more than us.
Yeah.
And
our parents asked us to get online.
Yeah.
We got them online. Now we have the online's in the palm of your hands on your phone and everything else. Now it's what app and how do I download and what's the new app? How do I put in a post on what? Huh? What am I?
And usually I'm smart enough to figure some shit out, but there's times when I'm asking my 12, gonna be 13 daughter.
How do I do this?
Do you know about this?
Right. Yeah. And I mean, even just today, I'm trying to open up a whole Shooting It Straight web Facebook page and TikTok, and I'm trying to get all this other social media set up and everything. And it seems so easy. It looks so easy, but it doesn't work like that for me. And maybe I'm the one who needs the help because I'm just old and I'm the old guy with the phone and technology. I don't know what's going on.
I missed that voice. We haven't heard him in a few episodes.
I came back. I was on vacation. I went down to Boca for a little bit.
Welcome back, old Don.
Thank you. I appreciate coming back.
Oh, God. All right. Sit down, Grandpa. Go ahead.
Okay. Hold on. But yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing that kids are smarter than adults are technology. And then the other thing, if you can be smarter or not smarter, is this whole transgender pronoun understanding thing because it's very confusing.
Right. Well, that goes to generational stuff. That's Correct. Their generation. They're being brought up with that. So it's easier for them to understand that movement than, say, us who are pushing 50 and stuff. You know, it's just a different world. So. Right. Not saying that we're not understanding to it. It's just that
it's just different. It's different, and it's the concepts behind it don't resonate with us as well, as they do with the kids because they grew up with it more so than we did. Just like they don't understand, watching TV. How many kids actually watch like TV? They're watching stream stuff. It's all streaming
or shorts or something like that. Yeah. I'll give you an example. Yeah. If you we grew up in I don't know about you, but I did in the bullying age. You know what I'm saying? So kids these days really don't know that much.
I got into because somebody else was bullied.
Right. There's all this anti-bullying shit out there now where kids aren't growing up with that. You know what I'm saying? But we went through that. We were just talking about this the other day at a party. You had to adapt to that shit and you survived. That's what we grew up with. So that's what I'm saying. It's all generational.
Not only that, but on a whole nother level. Going back to the TV thing, if you watched a show when we were a kid growing up, and you missed that show, you missed that show.
You were done. Yeah,
that was it. You didn't see it. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, you miss a show, but you didn't miss a show. Yeah. Because it's on a stream somewhere.
Right.
So you just watch it. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad. It's good and bad.
It was the beauty for us because, like, all those old episodes that we may have missed, we're like, all right. I'm going to binge whatever, Married with Children. I'm going to see all the episodes now because I know I missed some over the years.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And now you caught up on all of them. Even, like, my daughter binge-watched Friends. And I was like, I never saw this episode. Like, it was crazy. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, they don't have the mentality of everything has to be instant or I need it now or I need it. Because when they watch TV, there's nothing... Like there was no time frame for it. It's whenever I want. It's all about what I want. Mm-hmm. I want to watch a show. I'll watch the show. It's not I have to watch the show when everybody else is watching the show. Mm-hmm. Late nights changed.
Yeah.
Over the years, you used to be on the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. That was a huge break. Because there was nothing else out there.
Yeah.
Nothing. Mm-hmm. That was your stepping stone. If you were a comedian, a singer, or anything else, you went on with Johnny Carson.
There you go.
That was it. You made it. Nowadays, Jimmy Fallon, you can, and we'll get into Jimmy Fallon in a minute.
Jimmy.
But now you can watch him on Peacock. You can watch him live. You can watch him on YouTube. You go like, oh, did you miss an episode? No, you didn't miss shit because you can watch it whenever you want.
Right, and to that point, you can even use what's his name, Andrew Schultz. He produced his own comedy special, and I think he released it on his own website or something like that for people to watch.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? His own platform instead of using Netflix or whatever.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean it's possible.
It's amazing.
And now Jimmy getting in trouble? What do you think? Jimmy in trouble?
Jimmy could be in trouble.
Jimmy could be in trouble. I don't think he's gonna be in trouble. I don't.
Well,
think
First, I say thank you to Princess for the question.
Thank you, Princess.
Yes.
Thank you. But I don't think. I mean, here's my take on this whole thing. And if you don't know, look, you're all set up there. Okay, good job. Woo,
my job.
Dave's on point.
It's my job.
Hello. They're saying that he's got a toxic work environment.
Yeah. Right.
Now, I've only seen Jimmy Fallon. I've never met Jimmy. We're on a first name basis. I've never met Jimmy. But what?
Bringing back the classics. We're bringing back the classics.
I never met Jimmy.
Yeah, first name basis. We're bringing it all back in one episode. All right.
I remember watching an episode with J Lo. No, I'm like,
way to put her in there. All right.
Yeah. I took a picture. I'm gonna send you a picture. I'm gonna next podcast we do. I'm uploading the picture, and you'll see why I still like J Lo. But we'll get into that next.
We'll get that. Yes.
Next episode.
Next episode.
Right. Jimmy is all over the place. Like, he tries to have fun. He tries to have a good time. And I personally, this is my opinion, and this is what the show's about. I think that Jimmy just wants to put out a product that's good. And if you're fucking up, he's got the right as the boss to say, this is not good. I need something better. Now, how he comes across, if he's passionate, which is passionate is the term they use when you're yelling at everybody because you care, instead of just yelling because you're a lunatic. But could he yell at times? Sure.
He's your boss.
Aren't bosses allowed to yell?
He's
not this day and age. And this is the whole thing of everybody growing up now. It's all about me, and you hurt my feelings, and I don't like it. Grr.
Right. I'll give you an example. Football. One of the either he was a defense coordinator or offense coordinator, whatever. He went over to a different team. The players are complaining that he's too rough on them, that he motherfucks them or whatever all the time and stuff like that. I'm like, you're playing football. What? I
was in high school. I played one season, and the coach used to be like, "Oh, that was horse shit. That was whale shit. That was so deep in the ocean. That was whale shit. That was the deepest shit you can get in the ocean because that's how deep you are. That's how bad you are." Like, that's football.
Yeah. You would think that's like a man sport, you know? All right.
I mean, it's a chaotic game. It's a very aggressive, and I understand they wear pads and helmets and they're protected, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Right.
But your job is to kill the man with the ball, I think.
Right. Usually.
Who has the ball? Hit him as hard as you can. He's being very rude to me. He said something mean.
Right.
Shut up and get hit.
And I think that's, related to what's going on with Fallon. I know Ellen DeGeneres years ago had the same kind of issues and stuff like that with the hostile work environment. But, again, if you're trying to promote your show or get your show out there and keep your show good, you're not going to be happy all the time because people are going to fuck
Dave
up on you.
Dave hates me sometimes.
Exactly. I didn't want to record today. No, I'm kidding.
I was so mad at him.
Hostile work environment.
Shut up! No, it's not. But I mean, seriously, I think a lot of it has to do with: do you want to have a better workplace? Yes, 100%. I don't think anybody should have to work in a place that they're belittled or put down because of any particular reason.
Right.
But if you're not doing your job right, and the boss complains to you because you're not doing the job right, and his voice escalates, he's entitled. Mm-hmm. He's entitled.
Yeah.
If you didn't do your job right, that's on you.
Yeah. You're going to get yelled at.
And stop with, my feelings got hurt. Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, then it's not the right job for you.
Right.
Find a new job. Selling cotton candy to kids at the fucking boardwalk, you wuss.
And I mean, it doesn't mean that...
Or to me. I'll buy cotton candy on it. Well, I can't do it anymore either.
Obviously, there's other talk shows, and we only heard of really 2 or so of hostile work environments or whatever. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't happen on those sets as well.
Right, and even on
it's
those...
just a matter of somebody comes out, and then he apologized. There was rumors he was getting canceled and stuff, but I don't think he's getting canceled. But and then he had to go out and make the apology. But what I don't know.
You have to apologize in this day and age, even though it's stupid, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't have to, and I think that just makes you seem guilty. But there was a lot of people saying it's not a hostile work environment. There was a lot of people saying that these accusations are crazy and not true, even though a couple people have said it.
Yeah.
How many people work for the show? Just because 5 people say it, 10 people say it, and there's 2,000 people working on the show, 10 people... That doesn't seem like a good ratio to me. But, again, human resources, everybody's got to write. Everybody's got to be good. Everybody has to be happy. Nobody's ever happy all the time. So human resources, I'm sorry, it's never going to happen that way. And if it is, it's somebody's blowing smoke up your ass for a little while until something else happens.
Right. And who knows? I'm not defending Jimmy. I'm on a
you're on a first-name basis, too. Yes. Right, exactly.
I'm not defending him because he could be the biggest asshole to work with.
Right.
Who knows? But I kind of see it down the middle.
Right.
He's on the Tonight Show, one of the biggest shows in history.
Right.
He's trying to put out a good product.
Right.
Maybe he got pissed off, and then, you got some soft idiot that said, oh, he yelled at me. I got to put it on social media.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, there was rumors, I want to say almost a year ago or so, saying that he drank a lot, and it was only facade that he was friendly and nice and everything else. I mean, I don't believe that either, but I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Jimmy. Good luck. I used to watch the show on a regular basis, but then he started doing a lot of political stuff, and and then ever since then I was like, I ain't got time. I didn't have a lot of time for it to begin with, but I made time because it was entertaining. And then once it started with a lot of political stuff, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm tired. So I watch clips here and there occasionally, but that's about the extent of my viewing with Jimmy now. So maybe I have to call him Fallon because we're not that close anymore.
You're not that close anymore?
I'm sorry. But I don't know. So me and Dave are going to talk about going live soon. We definitely want to get this going. I'm not sure what day it's going to be, but keep up with the social medias. Keep checking to see what's going on. We're definitely going to go live. I know that we put some bonus episodes out, and it looked like we were live. We weren't live at that point because we didn't respond to some of the people putting it in. That was a pre-recorded thing. I don't know why it came out live like that and had the open platform to talk, but I caught that way later than I should have. I didn't even realize that when it first came out. So if anybody was talking to us and we didn't respond, it's not because we're assholes, but at least not for that reason.
Right.
But
when we do eventually go live, we will be putting it out there that we are.
Right, so we are going live and everything else. So we will be able to have social media and all you guys talking to us while we're doing it and everything else. But it will be on social media. So check us out on all our socials. You can check it out, shootingitstraight.wdc@gmail.com. Send your emails and let us know what you think. Any questions? Hit the like button. If you smiled, if you laughed at all, if you did, if you liked my answers, if you like Dave's comments and answers, hit the like button, because in this day and age, with all this woke, your feelings matter to us, and we want to know how you feel. So hit the like button and let us know, please. Thank you. And ring the bell for notifications.
You should have had the smooth music, like the massage music going in the background there.
Oh, we need some. Okay, let me see if I have something. Okay, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I forget which one it was. I think it was this one. So if you do enjoy the show, please hit the like button, subscribe, let us know how you feel. How did our words make you feel today? I hope we brought joy and happiness to your day, enlightened your day just a little bit, made you smile and felt good about yourself, because that's what's really important in today's world. You feeling important about you. And with
That's awesome. All right.
Everybody. Have a great day. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Keep your eyes out for the live show. Keep your other eye out for the Marcus episode, because that's a lot of fun too.
Yes.
Everybody, we'll catch up with you guys later. Take it easy.
Peace, everybody.